this is a beautiful logo, and I'm going to show you how to make it solid in the sense of with vinyl. But honestly, I would save the image first, then I'm going to upload it here under Cricut. And what I would like to do first is change the color tolerance to maybe around 55 so that some of these lines could be nice and thin out, right? The other thing is I'm going to do it in two separate layers. So this is the first layer that I'm going to do. I'm going to also take out the inside of these. And I'll have to increase the color tolerance on these because if you notice, they're a little gradient. So it's going to not take on the color as easily. But first layer is done. And now, once you have this one, I'm going to go right back into the same image and I'm going to do the second layer. And that's going to be anything that is like the windows. That's going to be another section that's a little easy. I was going to first do the outside, but I was like, no, never mind. Let me just do 100% color tolerance so that your lines are nice and solid and straight, no snags, and then start clicking on all the windows. So I did this for a little bit. Now, my recommendation for a logo like this is I typically would do something like DTF, which I would send to DTF Houston, and they are great about printing it out for me, and then that way I don't lose the integrity of the gradients and in the gold looking parts of it. Also because there's a rose. Now the rose, you're not going to be able to do this specific rose with vinyl as in layers because it's got detail and it's very small. But you can do a red dot, or I would even suggest print and cut just the rose part and then add it on top if you want to do everything else with vinyl. My recommendations, but you can do it any way that you can. I've seen crazier things and we crafters get very crafty. So I just leave it up to you. All right, so now let me change the color to yellow just so that, we can just get the idea of the image. Then I'm going to contour this and remove the square and just leave the windows. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to do a duplicate so that this one I can actually leave everything that is black, like the outline and city limit. Remember those are, I think, a dark blue or black, either way. And now you can actually layer right on top. So that's how you would start layering. The other thing that you can also do is click on the yellow again. And if you remember at the bottom, the Matte Club LLC, we're going to remove the outside layer and then just leave the inside filled in. So if you notice, it starts getting that picture. That's how you're going to be able to do it with vinyl. If you're wanting to do gold, I recommend either metallic or foil gold. It actually may even get similar view. So since we can't do the full flower, this is what I'm doing. I'm clicking on the flower at 55% color tolerance just to get a somewhat of a blob, which, lack of a better word, it's going to work for this. And turn it red. I go to actions and contour and remove that square. So that way I can only have the flowers or the shape of the flower. And that's how you could maybe work something out like this. Again, my suggestion would be DTF.